Hi there, Tiffany Johnson here with Online Business Manager and Tina Forsyth Companies. I wanted to do a quick video article today. So generally I'll send, if you look below, I usually do my writing and I don't do video articles. I'll leave that to Tina most of the time. But there is a hot topic going on in our Certified Online Business Manager Facebook group forum. And I really felt like that it's a very important topic. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to take a few minutes and kind of walk you through what the process is in dealing with this particular issue within one of your clients' businesses. And what we're talking about is the setting up a project management tool and the team not getting on board with that project management tool. And so there's three things I want you to consider when you're developing the habit, the culture, really, of using a project management tool. Is one, it is a habit. You have to remind yourself that it's a habit, that it's going to take, purposeful, habitual actions from you to get used to using it yourself, but then also that your team needs a little bit of the grace necessary to begin to recognize that it's a habit. And there's a couple of ways that you can help them do that. One thing you can do is anytime something is sent to you via email, just politely send it back to them and simply say, hey, can you pop this as a task in our project management tool? And as soon as I see the task come through, I'll be happy to jump into the comment area and leave a comment so we have a solid record of this particular discussion. That is one way that really helps kind of, listen, don't ask the question if you're not willing to go put it into the project management tool, right? So that helps them get in the habit, and it sees that you are going to hold them accountable to the decision that was made to use the project management tool, right? The second thing is you don't send emails, you don't send Skype messages, you don't do what's easy and habitual for you. You put everything in the project management tool, right? We lead by example. We don't lead by, words alone. Like we've all heard the saying that parents say to their kids, don't do what I do what I say. But in reality, in this situation, we really need our teams to simply do what we do, right? So you're going to lead by example. You're going to ensure that you're using the project management tool on all fronts. And then that way, and especially until the habit is established. Now, I'm not going to lie. Once our habit was established, we still tend to Skype each other, or every now and then we'll use email. But for the chunk of everything that we do, it all goes in a task in a project management tool. And until that habit is in place, you have to keep creating that habit, right? The second thing is you have to remember that they may have their own process because we're working with virtual contractors. They may have their own process. So familiarize yourself with their process. Ask them, listen, what is your process? If it's just email and they really don't have a process, but it's their preference, then you need to encourage them that to work on this team, that this is what's been established by the policy of the client, and this is what the expectation is. Now, granted, if someone doesn't like that, that's on them, and they can decide whether or not they want to remain on the team. So that's, it's one of those like cut and dry. Hey, this is how we do it in this business. And if you share with me what your policy is, and I feel like that policy, some virtual assistants or some web designers may have their own system set up, like they expect you to submit tickets through their system. Well, obviously, they're not going to come and use your PM tool, right? They have their own system. It's already established. It is their company policy. And if you choose to work with them, you have to work within their policy. But if they don't have something set up and it's not a policy for them, it's just a preference that they like email better because that's how they've always done it, then you can kind of draw a harder line and say, this is what it's going to look like to work with this team. And if you want to work with our team, then you're going to get on board, right? You're going to do what we need to do. And it is for the benefit of everyone. Ultimately, we don't want to drop balls. Ultimately, we all hate. There is nothing that I hate more, or any other virtual professional that I know hates more, having to chase answers down. right? We all hate it. It's such a time sucker to have to go, oh, wait a minute, what did they say in that email? And have to go hunt that down and do the hunt to get the answer that you need so you can progress forward. And the good news is that with the PM tool, if you sell it to them correctly, if you get them to buy in correctly, they're going to see that it's really going to benefit them in the long run, that it's there to support their success. And that is the third part is, it's a habit. You need to work with whatever their policy is if they already have something in place, and if they don't, you need to draw a hard line. And then the third one is it's all in how you empower them to use the tool. It's all in how you encourage them and get them on board with it. Have you made that tool out to be something that is going to essentially serve them at the highest level? Let them see the benefit for their own work, for the work that they're doing with the client. Hey, you know what? When we put all these tasks in here and you've clicked all these tasks off, guess what? The client never wonders, what are you doing? Or they're never concerned with, why am I paying this person? And are they getting things done? Well, they can see that. They can see that you went through your task list, everything was completed. They got an email each day that said, hey, this is everything that you completed. Bam. I mean, that's a huge benefit to the virtual support professional, the VA, the graphic design person. That's a huge benefit to them to securing their position and ensuring that that client sees the value that they're bringing to the table. So it's all in how we present it, right? So if you keep those three things in mind, how are you presenting it to the team? Are you drawing a hard and fast rule? And are you being habitual with using the tool so that you can lead by example, so that they can also follow you in using the tool simply by sending a note back and saying, hey, pop that in the tool for me and I'll be happy to answer it. Pop that as a task and I'll be happy to answer that for you. Put that document over in the project management and I'll leave a comment and let you know what I think. Yes, it takes a little bit more time and you're going to have to be really purposeful on it, but as an online business manager, it really is our responsibility to ensure that these systems are set up properly and that they can continue to grow and develop, under us, and it's going to serve us at the highest level. There's nothing more freeing that will happen for you as an online business manager than to have your team and have all your systems in one project management tool. So that is my article for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Do it. Sell it to the team, let them know how it benefits them, and just make sure that you're doing it for yourself because you lead by example, not by your words. Okay? All right, thanks.